Yeah, tough end to the conference tournament. Having beaten that team twice this year on our court and on their court, um, it's hard to overcome the shooting effort that we had, and then give them credit. A team that hasn't shot the ball particularly well from three all year long makes 11 of them this game, and one of their poor three-point shooters goes 4 for 4. But overall, proud of the fight that the guys showed tonight. But just a disappointing end.
We'll take your questions just for the two student athletes. If you raise your hand, we'll get a floor mic to you. Let's start right down in the front.
Yeah, Chris, it seemed like in the first half, every time you went into the lane, they were really collapsing on you, kind of making that effort to deny you the rim. Is that what you saw from them?
Yes, definitely, especially when teams that scout me, they know I'm a driver, so they collapse in the lane, and every time I'm kicking out to my teammates, but we had an off night tonight, so yeah, didn't really explode or go to the hole to the second half, but it was a little too late.
Other questions for either the student athletes and on the aisle?
Chris, you seem to have your way with them the first two games. Did they do anything different tonight, or was it just an off night?
They definitely clogged the paint more this game. The first two games, it was, I feel like I was tiptoeing, to the hole. So, but they definitely scouted well, and they definitely took the driving lanes away. But it wasn't on me. It was just on me. It was on me, KT, Tires. They just closed the gap and just clogged up the paint and just made us shoot from the outside.
Other questions? Let's go to the middle aisle.
Yeah, this is for both players. Just what you guys notice from notice. He scored 20 points in the previous two games combined. He had 23. What was different about him tonight?
Alan, would you take that first?
He was making shots. He was making threes. Our scout report on him was that he's a driver, and he got hot and made some tough shots from the perimeter. And, he really led the charge for him tonight offensively.
That same for Chris?
Yeah, first two games, we played him as a driver. He had, didn't have good shooting days, and today, like Alan said, he was on, and he led them today. So,
there's a question on the far right.
Your question is for Alan. Obviously, you've been with Coach Barbee, had a tough 4 years. What would you say about Coach and how he's handled these 4 years?
I would describe the job that he's done as courageous. It's a tough job here at Auburn, I think, and I've noticed that realized that over the 4 years that I've been here. Excuse me. I think he's a competitor, very passionate about his job, about helping us grow outside of basketball. I think the biggest thing that he teaches us is life is tough, and that's a lesson that we can learn through basketball. But I think he's done a great job of highlighting that for us, especially for me and Chris, who've been with him for 4 years. He's highlighted that. And we'll go out of here, we'll go out of Auburn with a lifelong lesson from Coach.
You have a question on the middle? Go ahead.
Basically the same for Chris, you as well. Just the last 4 years, obviously, your career. Speak about your career and ending it like this, but obviously a great year this year, and then what you've learned from Coach.
I'll go what I learned from Coach first. Definitely came here as an immature little kid and came up ineligible. And, Coach had the choice to either, get rid of me or let me stay. And I had to take 19 hours, and he let me stay if I passed all 19. And that right there just showed me that he has the utmost faith in me. And for that, I respect him. And I know he's going to turn this program around. We got a great point guard in Taj and KT, so this program is going to get on the right track. And me, just in my 4 years, I definitely, growed as a player and as a person. Me growing as a player, as, not shooting free throws well, working on that, not, just worrying about my man and not knowing, the concept of team defense, me having to go through all that and the trial and tribulation of just this year, something that Coach Barbee taught me. And I said I'm leaving Auburn as a man and as a better basketball player.